On 12th of February 2010, from the historic town of Konark, a people's voice went on air. That day marked more than the launch of a radio station. It marked the beginning of community radio in Odisha. Radio Namaskar became the first community radio station in the state. Built with local participation, supported by volunteers and rooted in grassroots realities, it proved that communication does not need to come only from metropolitan studios. It can rise from villages, it can emerge from ordinary citizens. It can belong to the community itself. In its early days, resources were limited. The studio was modest. The equipment was simple, but the vision was clear. Farmers spoke about their challenges. Women shared their experiences. Youth discovered confidence behind the microphone. Local culture and local concerns found space on air. For many, it was the first time they heard their own voice broadcast back to them. What began as one station slowly inspired many others. Over the years, community radio expanded across Odisha, from coastal villages to remote tribal regions, from educational campuses to women-led initiatives. Today, the number of community radio stations in Odisha has reached 46. From one voice in 2010 to dozens of voices across districts, the movement has grown steadily and organically. Together, these stations now reach nearly 27% of the state's population. They connect communities that are often beyond the reach of mainstream media. In places where information gaps remain, community radio has become a trusted and locally relevant source of knowledge. But community radio in Odisha does more than broadcast. It narrowcasts. It listens before it speaks. Programs are shaped by local needs. Farmers, women's groups, youth and community leaders contribute ideas and content. Stations are locally owned, managed and governed. People are not just listeners, they are creators, decision makers and custodians of their own media. Over the years, community radio stations in Odisha have received National Community Radio Awards for impactful programming and visible social change. From health awareness and nutrition campaigns to agricultural guidance, disaster preparedness, and governance discussions, the content has demonstrated measurable impact. During natural disasters, especially cyclones, community radio became a lifeline. It shared timely alerts, safety instructions, and hyperlocal information when other communication channels were disrupted. It strengthened coordination between communities and administration at critical moments. The journey has not been easy. Financial constraints, policy challenges, natural disasters, and technological shifts tested resilience. Studios were damaged, towers collapsed. Yet the spirit of community radio remained unbroken. With collective determination and community solidarity, stations rebuilt and continued their mission. Today, Odisha is steadily emerging as a hub of community media in India, with growing recognition across the region. And the vision does not stop here. Through Mission CR 314, a bold dream has been articulated to establish at least one community radio station in each of the 314 blocks of Odisha. The dream is simple yet transformative, to ensure that every block has its own voice, its own platform, its own communication infrastructure rooted in community participation. As the movement expands, Konark once again stands at the center of the vision. The Asia Center for Community Media is being established here, envisioned as a center of excellence for community media in Asia. It aims to serve as a space for training, research, innovation and collaboration, connecting practitioners and community leaders across regions and countries. Community radio in Odisha is not merely about frequency and transmission. It is about inclusion. It is about participation. It is about strengthening grassroots democracy. It transforms listeners into leaders and information into empowerment. "16 years after that first broadcast in Konark, the journey continues, stronger, wider and more determined. From one voice to 46. From one station to a statewide movement. From a beginning in 2010 to a vision of 314 blocks. The future of communication is local. The future is participatory. The future is community. And in Odisha, that future is already on air.